has been no exchequer released towards the construction or completion of this building. Not a shilling. But with the capacity that we have had as your PSC, and I've been visiting this building regularly at a minimum of once a week. The building is ready for occupation. The members who are raising concern, the kitchen and the modern dining is ready. The commission has decided that we will outsource the management of the kitchen and many other things. Those members who have been pouring vitriol on this process, in fact, may find themselves before the Powers and Privileges Committee because they're saying things without proof. They're saying things that are utterly untrue. The contractor of the building does not owe Senator Cherargei any duty to show him the completion certificate or any other document for that matter. And I want to encourage you members, even in your villages, when you are starting a new home, you can move into your house before you complete putting your windows, your ceiling, and live in it and get it sprouted up to be the modern house you want. We have a stark choice between leaving that building to be a white elephant or moving in, working in it, and making things work as we go along the way. In any event, if we need any money to improve the building further, it will come to this house for appropriation. And it's up to you to appropriate some resources to make the building work even better. I want to encourage you members not to join what in my many public speeches I call rejectionist philosophers on the streets of Nairobi. Let's not join those rejectionist philosophers who will always say, can anything good come from Nazareth? On anything and everything. Yes, Senior Counsel Amolo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, to your credit, it appears we are finally going to occupy this behemoth that has remained with us for some time. And I think that in fairness, when issues are raised, I think they're more historical than current. And Mr. Speaker, I sit in the Public Accounts Committee, and I see my chairman is not here, but it is important to make mention that the issue has actually arisen before the Public Accounts Committee. My only, therefore, contribution to this, Mr. Speaker, would be that perhaps we might consider giving a communication to refer any such matter so that it finds its proper home in the Public Accounts Committee to be considered alongside, and I see my colleagues in the Public Accounts Committee, some of them are here, so that there's a forum for ventilation away from the streets, what you call the rejectionist, those very many English words, but away from the streets, to at least a proper forum within Parliament, so that anyone with any issue, whether it's positive or negative, might actually find a proper place to ventilate. But Mr. Speaker, speaking for myself, the fact that finally, we are likely to occupy those offices is a good thing. And even if you occupy them without lifts up to the 25th floor, it would be a work in progress, because then it will cost those who ought to do that to do it immediately. Exactly. The longer we don't occupy it, the longer they take to complete the works. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Mama Zamzam, I'll give you.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika, na mimi nataka kuchukua fursa hii Mheshimiwa Spika, ni wewe hapa chini. Sasa tuna ofisi nzuri sana Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa hiyo wewe usichukuliwe vingine, usitetereke, wasikusumbua akili. Wewe kaa hapo kama umekita, tufanye kazi, tujenge taifa pamoja. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika.
Wa Maua.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I also rise to support my colleagues and say that, Speaker, this one will go into record that during your time and within the shortest time possible, you have been able to make it possible that we are getting into those offices. Mr. Speaker, I'm one of those who have already occupied my office, 1706, and I want to tell those who have not occupied their offices, the place is prestigious, with a good carpet, the furnitures are new, they are good, compared with where we were used to before. I want to tell you, Mr. Speaker, since you have also been previously a politician, you know there will never miss these people who are always very negative. And as we say that every market never misses a mad person, move away from those noisemakers. Let us appreciate as members who have occupied the office that you have made it possible that the praise is very and out. We are feeling this is the time we are really members and have been given the best environment ever. Mine is to tell you kudos and continue with the good work. We know it has taken a lot of time, more than 10 years. So getting during your time that we are occupying, we want even to tell the medias outside there that we really love the building. We very much appreciate the time that you have been our chair, and let them report positively, and if they are reporting before visiting the place, let them move in and to represent, to legislate, and do what pertains to them. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
Omboko Milemba.
I was lucky, Honorable Speaker, to be elected by the people of Muhaya in the 12th Parliament. And when we came here, Honorable Speaker, we were told entering that building in the next 4 months. I'm telling you, Honorable Speaker, in this House that the 4 months ended and we finished the entire term without going to that house. And therefore, I want to laud the efforts you've done to make sure that those who have come to the 13th Parliament will have a feel of that house. And I was there yesterday. Otherwise, you'd fall in the caliber of where we were, where we finished the entire. Honorable Speaker, I took a ride underground of the building, and I found, Honorable Speaker, many people are there. The parking was full, and already, you know, I love Lingala and Rumba. There's Rumba. I don't know if some of you have joined the place. There's Rumba playing in the background. It's a great place. We want to congratulate you, and let's move there so that now we start dealing with the issues of office per office moving forward. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, you just need to walk around the parliamentary square to see the changes, that there's a new sheriff in town. From the dining to all the way to the pavements that are being done from where we are able to access the Continental House. When you talk about success, sometimes success is what you see. For those of us who have been long enough in this parliament, the third-term members of parliament, I think we waited for this particular building for too long. Those of us who still occupy our offices in Continental, we share a very small room with our secretaries and all our visitors. And when we are told that building is ready, I think we must celebrate as Parliament. The idea of people going to the media, we are a Parliament of traditions, customs. There is a way you are going to ventilate an inside issues by asking for Kamkunji through the Speaker, both the National Assembly or the Senate, if there is an issue that must be raised for the members. But for what we are seeing today in Parliament, actually, some of us will have nostalgia because we are heading for other offices after this term. But I think those who will come after us, they will feel comfort that there is Parliament and that members will have offices, not contraption in the name of offices. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and congratulations.
Can we leave it here so that we go to other business? I want to assure you, members, even the library we have set up for you is a digital library. You will go to that library and access any book on earth. If you want to read about Leon Tolstoy, if you want to read about Alexander Dostoevsky,